Hello. So welcome to Yoga for Beginners. This will be a fun introduction to basic movements in yoga. A couple things to remember. There is no pain in yoga. So if something I'm offering is causing pain, don't do that, okay? If you're uncomfortable with it, don't do it. That's the beauty of yoga. It's your time on the mat and you can customize it to your own body. Also, there's no judgment in yoga. So I want you just to enjoy it and see what your body can do in this moment. Okay? All right, let's get started. All right, so here I am on the mat. Just get yourself comfortable in a nice position where you're sitting on your heels. So if that doesn't work for you, you can always just sit on your bum. And other options would include using a prop. So if you have a yoga block, looks like this, you can just sit on that, okay, instead of your heels. We're just going to take a minute, center ourselves, and prepare our mind and our body for a little practice. So inhale all the way to the bottom of your lungs. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Wonderful. Let's add a little movement. Inhale, lift those arms. Reach up to the sky. Bring your shoulders down. And exhale. Inhale, reaching up with the arms. Shoulders come down. And exhale, let it go. Right. Hands to prayer. Let's just take a couple of circles or movements with our head. So the right ear comes to the right shoulder, or at least in that direction. And feel the stretch on the left side of your neck. Good. Roll the head forward and over to the other side. And now we're feeling the stretch on the right. Breathe right into it. And again. Make sure you're breathing. Great. And meet in the center. Good. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Good. If you were sitting on a block, go ahead and release that. And we're going to come to a cross-legged position. And even here, in this position, every position is modifiable. So if this doesn't work for you, you can always put blocks under your knees or put pillows under your knees or in any way support your body. So we're just trying to bring our sit bones in contact with the mat. A nice long spine, a tight belly, shoulders are down. Good. Just rest your wrists on your knees. Inhale, the arms come up. Exhale, lots of choices here. We're going to sink over to the right. And you could choose to just bring a straight arm down to the mat or a block. Or if you would like a deeper stretch, you would bend your elbow and really stretch into it. Top shoulder is rolling back and down. Pull with that arm overhead. Good. Still directing the energy down through my sit bones so that they are trying to maintain contact with the mat. They might come up a little, that's okay. So even as I'm here, I'm thinking about my shoulders. So this supporting shoulder, let's bring it away from the ear, and the top shoulder's rolling back and down. Nice stretch on the side body. Breathe right into those open ribs. Good. On the next inhale, come on up. And exhale to the other side. Again, choosing straight arm, bent arm, or an arm supported by a block. Your choice. Reach over. Good. Keep that belly tight. Think about the sit bones. Try to keep them in contact with the mat. A nice long line of energy along the side of your body. Supporting shoulder is away from the ears. Good. Top one is rolling back and down. Really reach, reach, and breathe. Good. On the next inhale, come on up to center again. And exhale to prayer. Very nice. Great. Some more movement. Inhale. This time on the exhale, we're going to keep that length in the spine, really reaching and lifting up, shoulders down. But we're going to twist our torso over towards the right. Yes. And release the hands. Looking over that right shoulder. Good. And breathe, inhale, the arms come up, untwist, keeping the length in the spine, long, long, long. Go all the way towards the left. And exhale, drop the arms. Look over that shoulder. Inhale, arms come up again. Through center, hands to prayer. Awesome. Good. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, we're going to fold forward. Yes. So maybe this is not accessible. You can grab a pillow. I have a bolster. You don't have to get a commercially available bolster, but if you have one, great. And I'm just putting it right on my lap and folding over it. And I encourage you to find something that works for you in that way. Pillows, folded blanket, bolster. Good. So wherever you are in that, let's reach, 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 reach with those arms. Really feeling a nice stretch. Good. Let's see if you can travel a little bit with these arms. So, just gently walking your hands over towards the right and exhaling. Good. Nice stretch in the side of your body again. Inhale. Move towards the center. All the way over, and on the exhale, sink into it. Good. Inhale, right to center. And gently reverse your hands. Allow your back to roll up. Good. Inhale, arms come up again. And exhale to prayer. Great. All right, hands on the knees and use this as your lever. So we're going to inhale and thread our heart right through center into a seated cow. And exhale and hunch our back into a cat. So join me. Inhale. Looking up. Nice stretch in the front of our neck. Chest is open. Exhale, let it all go. Really push it back into a cat. Yes. So in this position, let's play around with it a little bit and find if there's sticky spots in your back. So I'm using my hands and my legs as leverage, and I'm just kind of rolling back and forth here, opening up the space between my shoulder blades. One shoulder comes up, the other comes up. Really finding space between each vertebrae. Good. On the next inhale, thread it right through again. And exhale. Awesome. Okay, let's move our legs a little bit now. Let's come right into a tabletop. So here in tabletop, if you're on a floor that's hard, I would encourage you to just fold up the mat a little bit. I'm on a wood floor, so I'm going to fold my mat and give a little cushion for my knees. Hands spread like starfish, right under the shoulders. Good. Knees are right under the hips. Belly tight. Think about the belly button going towards your spine. Push the earth away. It's an active posture. So if you want to exaggerate it to really get those muscles turned on, just bend your elbows for a moment and then push. Yes. Head and neck in line with the spine. Great. Okay, so let's move. Right leg is extending out. Keep the pelvis so that we're still squared off with the mat. So we're not hitching one hip up or down. We're just right parallel. Good. Lots of strength here. And exhale. Bring it back to center. Good. Inhale, left leg out. Just using your glute muscles, your hamstrings, your low back, everything to keep the leg up in the air. And exhale, bring it back. Awesome. Okay, inhale, right leg out again. This time, we're going to float it across the left, all the way over to the floor, and look over the left shoulder. This is a nice stretch for the low part of your back and the side body. So like your SI joint area, where the IT band inserts, that whole area. Good. Inhale, bring it back to center. Take a breath. Good. Left leg goes out this time. Keeping yourself pushing that mat away. Good. We're going to gently guide that foot all the way over the right and look over the right shoulder. And breathe. Great. And back to center. Awesome. Okay, if you had your mat folded up, go ahead and unravel it. Good. Let's bring our knees out to mat width and sink right into that space. Okay, to a nice child's pose. So here in child's pose, if you like to come all the way down like this, wonderful. If you don't, then you can use that pillow or blanket or bolster, whatever you had for yourself, and fold right over it. So stick it right in there and put your chest and your belly on it and sink. Good. So you find whatever works for you there. And breathe. On the next inhale, we're going to come right up. But keep your hips going, keep them going, and come on down. Yep. Into either a seal like this, or if that's too intense, bend your elbows, and we'll just come into either a sphinx or a baby cobra, or maybe just rest your head down and that's enough. You figure that out. Listen to your body. I'm going to come into a seal. Yes, nice stretch. Breathe. Great. Good. If you haven't had your elbows bent, go ahead and bend them. Let's curl the toes and push up back to a tabletop just for a moment. Curl the toes so you're grabbing the mat and push your hips back, knees come up, and we come right into a down dog. So don't get too hung up on what your down dog looks like. Everyone's looks a little different. The point here is really to lengthen out the spine. And if you could get your shoulder blades to just move down your spine, that's great. Your heels might not touch the mat, no problem. Just in your mind, direct the energy down through the heels, and wherever they end up is where they end up today. It's all good. Hollow out your belly and really feel that nice stretch in the back of your legs. Stretch in the shoulders. Push the earth away with your fingers. And surrender to down dog. Beautiful. Okay, look up at your hands, and we're just going to hop right up to them. Good. Deep bend in the knees. Grab hold of opposite elbows. In Uttanasana, or forward fold. Keep a nice bend in your knees. Even bend them a little bit more so that your chest can rest on your thighs. Just let gravity do its work here. Maybe play around with it, sway back and forth. Nice release for the low back, for the hamstrings. Feels nice. Good. One vertebrae at a time. We're going to roll on up. So this is going to be super slow. One vertebrae at a time. Gravity, let gravity do its work. One at a time, vertebrae by vertebrae. Breathing. And slowly make your way up to standing. Last thing to come up will be your head. Very nice. Okay, make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, swan dive. Swan dive your way back down. Uttanasana just for a moment. Hands come on the shins. Lift your body halfway. Long, long spine. Head and neck is right in line. Exhale, fold forward. Good. Bend those knees. Hands go on the mat. Your choice here. You could step into a high plank, or you can hop into a high plank. Your choice. Here we are in a high plank. Little core work here. All right, let's see if you like this next move. We're going to move a little bit forward, shift the weight. This is called chaturanga. Super slow. The elbows come close to the ribs, and we come down super, super slow. Lots of work here, lots of strength. Good. Scoop up your body, and you have choices, either up dog, seal, baby cobra, lots of choices. So here I'm demonstrating up dog. The only points of contact on the mat are my hands and the tops of my feet. Everything else is lifted up off the mat. If you want to try that, go for it. If you don't, put your body on the mat and you're back into seal like I was a few moments ago. Good. Okay. Wherever you find yourself, let's curl the toes, and we're moving through plank, and we're back in down dog. Observe, observe. How does your body feel? Any different from the first down dog? Do you have a little more energy flowing through your body? Maybe, maybe not. Great. All right, inhale, the right leg comes up to the sky. Exhale, we're stepping it right between the hands. Okay, inhale, come on up into this nice lunge. These sorts of poses you can always adjust to what works for you. So for example, if I make my stance a little more narrow, it's not as intense. If I step way back and way forward and sink right down, then it's more intense. So whatever you're in the mood for is what you do. Breathe. Yes. Shoulders are down. Lots of strength here. Great. Exhale. Hands come beside the feet. Good. All right. Give yourself some space and step that foot back into down dog. Inhale. Left leg up and step it between your hands. Come on up. Yes. So again, adjusting the intensity, but also paying mind to if you're off balance or not. If you feel pretty steady, then go ahead and stay right there. But if you feel like you're wobbling, it might be because your feet are a little too narrow to each other, too close to each other. So just step one out to the side and make your stance a little bit wider, and you might feel a little more stable. Inhale, exhale. Good. All right, hands on both sides of that foot and step it back. Oh, we're back in down dog again. Good. Look at those hands and hop right up to them. And we're going to reverse swan dive this time. Yep, inhaling and up. Hands to prayer. Good. I'm going to turn and face you. We'll work on a little bit of balance. That's a lot of work you're doing already for a beginner. All right, so we're going to work on tree pose, and I'm bringing my block back because I'm going to show you an option. Okay, so first we start in Tadasana, mountain pose. Nice breath. Yes. Weight is evenly distributed on my feet. Muscles in the legs are engaged. Belly button towards the spine. Nice long torso. Shoulders down. Arms extended beside you. Palms facing forward. Just breathe. Good. Shifting your weight into your right leg. Really feel the strength of that leg. The right glute is lit up. Good. Rotate out that left knee towards the back of the room. And you might stay right here, and that's great. This could be your tree pose. And we just focus and breathe. If you want to bring it up onto a block and rotate your knee back, this might be your tree pose. If you want to bring your foot a little bit closer to your body and use it as sort of a kickstand and rotate that knee back, this could be your tree pose. And if you want to bring that foot up anywhere along your leg, as long as it's not over the knee joint, feel free. So we're creating a tension between the leg and the foot. Looking down on the ground or over the horizon to something that isn't moving is helpful. And if you feel like you're going to lose your balance, that's okay. You can hold on to a wall or a chair. There's always a way to make it work. Good, and when you're ready, bring that foot down. I always say if you lose your balance, congratulate yourself because really you just woke up a part of your nervous system that might have been asleep. That's how I look at it. I look at it that I'm getting stronger because I'm addressing muscles that maybe are a little unbalanced and weak. So falling over during any of the balance poses is not necessarily a bad thing. So as you can see, I'm rolling out my supporting leg's foot, just giving it a little bit of a break. Good. All right, back into Tadasana. Nice strong mountain. Shifting the weight into the left leg this time. Good. Again, choose. You want to just rotate out that foot. You want to put it on a block. You want to bring it in close. Or do you want to bring it all the way up your leg? It's your choice. And this might be your first experience with how the sides of our body sometimes behave differently. Sometimes you could balance awesome on one leg and flop over on the other. Sometimes one side is tighter than the other. It's all good. Good. And when you're ready, you could take that leg and release it. Good. Rotate out that foot. Good. Okay. Take your right heel and just step it forward on the mat. We're going to breathe and exhale, sitting back. I'm sitting back and sweeping the arms forward and come on up. Inhale. Good. So my toes are off the mat, just my heels on the mat. Inhaling. And up. And do it again. Sitting back. Good. And come back to standing. Good. I like doing that after tree pose. Bring the left heel to the mat. And again, sit back and sweep those arms. Inhaling. And don't forget to exhale. Reaching. Great. Okay, we're just going to step a little bit beyond our hips, rotate the feet at 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. And on an exhale, sit right down. Goddess pose or strong squat, whatever you want to call it. Sitting right in there. The knees are tracking back. You can do whatever feels right with your hands. We could come to prayer. We could come to a cactus pose. We could come up to a steeple pose. You can even bring it out parallel. Whatever works. Good. Good and strong. Inhale, come right up. Nice. Okay, heel toe your way back to standing. And we're just going to sit right down. Find your way onto the mat. And roll back. Knees come into the chest, Apanasana. One of my favorites. So just put your hands right on your knees, and we're just having little small back circles. Tracing your pelvis. Inhaling when the knees are out far. Exhaling when they come in close. Great. Great. Switch directions. Good. Bring the soles of your feet together on the mat. Allow your knees to just come out to the sides wherever they end up. Maybe they come all the way down on the mat. Maybe they're way up here. Doesn't matter. Just feel that nice stretch. And breathe. Great. And I invite you to come into a Savasana or whatever pose feels great for the last few minutes of your practice. So Savasana is just lying on your back with your arms extended beside you and just breathing. But you could come into a sitting position for those last couple of moments as well. It's really up to you. But I encourage you to stay in whatever comfortable position you're choosing for the next few minutes and allow your nervous system to really integrate all the work that you did today. So great job. I hope you liked it. Yoga for Beginners. The channel is called Yoga for You. And I like to post different videos with different themes. So I hope you like it and subscribe it. I hope to see you back in another video. And until then, God bless you and take care.